Welcome back to Trass, the TRASSCAST. I really don't know what we're talking about tonight. It was kind of like a toss-up.
Fucking night, man.
Sometimes we have ideas, sometimes we don't, and we'll just take us in.
It's been a long week, but Jonathan is back.
It's been a hard week, I was going to say that.
We got the latest episode out. It was supposed to be yesterday.
Saturday, today.
And, we fell back on some we're staying consistent the best we can. I mean, if you don't like a day after upload on a usual upload schedule, then I'm sorry.
I mean,
Yeah.
well, we have stuff in the works. I mean, we got stuff in the pocket,
Cute Willow's
like a pack of six.
We got put in the machine, in the magic machine.
Good, she's hormonal.
Yeah,
He is Raggedy Ann, man. Pillow is.
I'm sorry, if you don't think that humans and dogs are, like, very, very similar, like, you're fucking wrong, because she... And I can say this because I am a woman.
She can do my voice.
oh, shit!
I'm a full-blooded woman, so I can say it. She acts just like a fucking woman on her period.
Belly is warm. Yes, bitches, my belly's warm. I'm crazy.
We have also, bleep the name in post, because we don't want them to know the name of our dog.
And Thora.
Yes, okay.
We can say Willow because she's under contract already.
Well,
It's already a star.
Well, it's...
We've already seen Thor, but we haven't seen Bleep It. Bleep It.
But
Yeah.
see, the thing about it is, it's funny because, like, what is it? Willow has always had that time of month or, whatever.
It's time of year for dogs.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know, man. I'm not
Be like 2 up to like 3 or 4, I think. Maybe I could be.
2 to 3 times a year, I think, is what it is. And I don't think she's had one all year.
No, it was different.
Yeah, she hadn't had one all year.
Back in spring, I think. Early spring.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Let's say...
Like February, March, maybe.
Right.
Maybe, I don't know.
Well, look,
Yeah.
the 2 small ones, they have yet to have it because they're young.
And I asked, I was like, do you think maybe they got
Yeah.
fixed?
Yeah.
He was like, I don't fucking know. And then literally the next day, Lexi's
Yeah.
bleeding.
Of course.
Seen the swollenness up.
And then Mammy...
That's what I started noticing about Willow first. We had seen no bleep it. We hadn't seen any of that. I just seen some swelling. And I was like, oh, you're almost there, aren't you, bitch? And then literally the next day, Wes is like, oh, is that bleep it?
Is that on my sheets?
Oh,
Yes.
somebody got pounded. Oh, wait, just kidding. It's Puffy because they're females and they're dogs.
Yeah.
And that's why it happens.
Yeah.
Crazy story, right?
I mean,
Dance with the dog dance.
if you have a bleep it, you already know.
Yeah.
Ready to go.
You already know.
So look, the funny thing is, like I said,
bleeding
it's
so
funny.
softly.
You don't even have you can't even get like an accurate time frame of when it's going to happen to the next time.
No,
so it's
you
crazy.
can't.
But then the little one started, and I'm thinking like, okay, then when's the other little one going to start? But she hasn't. But like, dude, she's been such a bitch to
It's
the other
coming.
one. So like, it just proves that like the Raggedy Ann is a bitchy female. I don't know.
Does Thora get bitchy?
No, she
Haven't noticed that.
I
No.
didn't notice it.
No, I've not
I've
noticed that.
I've discussed this
She's
before.
more loving. She's like, I love.
Yeah, see, I've discussed this before with KK.
Oh, my Thora.
That like went.
That.
Scratch my ass.
I don't know who he is. Bleep that.
Excuse me, Pillow Princess.
Thank you.
I've discussed this with Pillow Princess before. Like when you're a female and like it's that time of the month, like do you alternate or do you have the same thought process the whole time? But like
Hey,
anyway, so
Willow's being hooky right now.
of course she is. But like with you as women, if you're watching and you're a female,
represent.
yes.
Hashtag ovaries.
Do you sometimes, like, when you're on your cycle, do you feel like, yes, I'm a woman, and I feel great. I am doing my monthly cycle, and everything feels fine. I'm a fucking queen. Or do you feel like, I'm the most disgusting human being in the world?
I'm thinking the latter. I'm thinking the latter.
Me, I'm like, I'm
Yeah.
disgusting. I smell like absolute
You got
garbage.
that menstruate. Comment down below what she said.
I feel like garbage. I smell like garbage. I am garbage. It's
Yes.
funny 'cause she was telling me the other day, she's like, my
I
first period-
alternate.
She's like, sometimes, maybe the first couple days, maybe not. I feel like I'm a fucking woman. And that's fucking
Yeah.
badass. I'm like, I'm
I'm
not.
fucking empowered
And
as
I'm like,
fuck.
I am not. I'm like, I am a low grade.
Was that a sneeze? Oh shit!
I I'm a low-grade human, and I have a period, and that's gross, and I smell... Thank you, Willow. And I smell like garbage. I don't have an empowering moment. I'm just like, woo, can't wait to be mad and crying at the same time.
Hey, well, hold on.
It's just some research I'm doing because I alternate. Like,
But-
at the beginning, I feel great. At
But
the
look,
middle to the end, I feel like, ugh.
Look, that's all part of being a woman, which
Yes.
That's
us
part
males.
about being a
I'm doing a
woman.
little research here. We're tapping into Skynet, and I'm looking up to see why it's called the rag.
Okay, yeah, I'm interested.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
don't know what.
Rassy.
Why the fuck did you speak up? This is a woman topic.
That's what I was saying. I was letting them
I know
talk.
why, but tell us, Wes.
Yeah, what is
I was
it?
letting them talk. I know why too.
From this site, it says it likely originated sometime during the late 19th century when a woman was quote-unquote menstruating, scientific term, suck if you don't like it.
Yeah, fuck
On
you.
the quote, on the rag, or, this is my favorite, riding the rag, I'm going to use that now.
I don't know, man.
Describe the way most women up until then managed their, hang on, damn pop-up.
Oh, hold on.
Women,
Okay,
managed their
Hold on.
I think I know where this is going. Though.
I think we got. Dude, she's off kilter. Hold on. Give me 1 second.
Sorry. She's a little twisty. How about while
she's unplugged.
Yeah, we know.
I'm unhinged.
Josh, I can put it in the hole.
No, you can't. You're not even near it.
Does it have a little hair around it? Does it have hair around it? Do you see it? I'm Chris Delia.
You love it, folks?
He's coming. Chris Delia is coming to Nashville, and people that don't like pedophiles aren't happy with that. And I respect that because apparently he would get underage girls fucked up, whether it means high or drunk or the both. And he would take advantage of it. So fuck you, Chris Delia. Even though you're funny.
Wes, throw one up for
Fuck
him.
yeah.
I don't know, man. I can't say
I don't think we're gonna get
What I've
him.
heard is
I don't give a fuck about Chris
Very
Delia.
Yeah.
I used to like him, but I don't anymore.
I have no idea who that is.
All right.
Get back to my menstruation.
Yeah, get back in there.
Yeah, get back to
sorry.
menstruation.
Technical difficulties. We got it.
Alright. So, women would layer pieces of absorbent cloth or other material together until they created a pad of rags that was sufficiently thick enough to absorb their menstrual flow.
That's sad.
Hence, to attach it to their undergarments after each use, women would wash the cloth or quote-unquote rags so they could be used again.
Hey, hold on. Let's take it 1 second.
So sorry.
What can you now Google with the Skynet what a rag means? What rag means?
Does that mean like an article of clothing?
Well, no, because
Cloth?
he said that they put a bunch of layers together. It makes it a rag. So like, I want to know what the actual
Right.
definition
So
is.
probably a layer of
A
clothing.
piece of old cloth, especially one torn from a larger piece, used typically for cleaning things.
The men and the females that came up with that term are accurate. You heard it here first.
Let's see.
I don't care.
We're getting back in here. Okay, like we're getting back in. We're going through history, guys.
Yeah.
History of the menstruation. Okay.
Take me back.
Let's see. All right. Eventually, the rags and pins were replaced by disposable pads held in place by elastic menstrual belts. Along with the rise of germ theory in the 19th century, women began to use homemade disposable pads made of gauze or cellulose fibers. CELLULOSE.
I think that's what diapers are made out of.
Yeah.
Considered more absorbent than cloth, it was the Kimberly-Clark Company that created the first disposable sanitary napkin in 1920. The company released the Kotex brand sanitary pads in 1920.
Hey,
However, it wasn't until 1969 that the disposable pad had an adhesive strip on the bottom. Shortly after its introduction, the self-adhering sanitary pad rendered the menstrual belt obsolete. Sorry to cut you off, Chrissy.
Sorry. I was about to ask you when they started putting adhesive on the pads because my mother, who was born in 65, did not have adhesive on her pads, which means even though
She had the belt.
yes, she had
No, she fucking did not have the belt.
yes, she had a garter belt type connection, which means that it you had a clasp
What?
on the front end. and one on the back end.
What year would that be, though, that she would be a...
That's what I'm wanting to know because I have something
Me
to say.
too. I'll have to ask her specifically.
It had to have been in the 70s. 70s, right?
Exactly.
70s.
Which means that probably
It'd be like, what, 76, 77?
5, 6, 7, yeah.
Exactly. Which means that
I mean, that's not to make
potentially...
me creepy. I'm just like...
No. Which means that potentially the cost of adhesive in the 70s was way more than it is now. But of course now, if you think of just pads alone, which I use pads and you'd be like, you're using a dirty diaper. That's gross. Oh my God, ew, rashes.
Get fucked if you don't use one.
Not only that, but like, you're a woman. Some women bleed more than others, and I'm one of those women. I've had 2 kids vaginally. I've been pregnant 5 times in my life. I know what labor feels like. I know what it feels like. I've put a tampon in, and 15 minutes later, I'm a bit drunk, okay? Just shut your
Leave
mouth.
that out in post.
We're going to keep that. We're going to edit that up real nice. We're gonna make
When,
real
I know what it feels like when you're in labor, and the few times I've had a tampon in, I'm like, cool, I'll put a pad on underneath it just in case, because, again, heavy bleeders out
Double
there,
down.
we unite. And my body is physically, without my permission, without me trying, is pushing this tampon out 15 minutes later.
Right out.
Shifting it. Your body's
Yes.
this foreign object.
So I'm like, okay, cool, I need to take this out because I think I might die of toxic shock syndrome, which is a real thing.
TSS.
Can I say something real quick? 'Cause
Go for it.
Okay, so I probably said this before, but I think y'all all know. I guess I'm kind of autistic in a way because I have a ritual.
I think we all are.
Morning when I get up, even before I take my dookie, I get on, this is my thing, I get on Google News. First thing I do when I touch my phone, I get on the news.
I can confirm this.
And I'll look at the news multiple times a day because I'm curious to know what's going on in the world. And
I do it too at work.
I like doing that instead of watching TV because it's like, to me, I can choose and pick what kind of media I want and what kind of...
Exactly.
Yeah.
Anyways, we'll get to the point is I was reading an article and I forgot how many months this girl, I think she's from Australia, UK or something, she left a tampon in and like forgot about it. And it had been months and months and she was getting like shock syndrome.
Hold on. No.
It's very rare, but it does happen.
She was
obviously.
sick. Before that, she was having issues and stuff, so she said that, having her issues, being sick and having to go to the hospital and shit, what you think they would have checked and be like, hey, you got the fucking string hanging out of your pussy, lady, but...
I'll get on
The
to that in a
string
minute.
will disappear.
I'll get on to that in a minute.
Disintegrated.
Or she pushed you
Carry
in too
on,
far.
Wes. I'm sorry.
But anyhow, so for whatever reason, it got in there and it stayed in there for months, and like, she was already dealing with health issues, and now she's got toxic shock syndrome.
Is it tongue twister?
Me personally, as a woman, I just don't understand how can you shove a tampon in your pussy and forget it's
It
there.
is the same thing as someone having 23 contacts in their eye.
I don't want to say it's throwing a hot dog down the hallway or anything.
No, like I said, it's the same thing. Someone wearing.
I mean, no offense to the way she looked, she was, like, your OF in the fucking article. Go ahead.
Bleep that, blue-eyed bandit. Listen to me, man. 23 contacts in your eyes, but you don't know it. It's the same thing as having.
I don't understand
a tampon up your puss for fucking a month. What?
With context, it's worse because it's like with context, can you see it or can you not see it? Because if you can see
Just
it,
like my
it's
eye
easy.
hurts. My eye hurts.
My thing is this. They've told me, not only is my friend Jessica who has used tampons way longer than I have.
I alternate beginning pads, ending tamps. It dries it out.
Not only that, but like just other doctors, including, if the tampon is in right, you will not feel it,
And you won't.
Unfortunately,
But how do you forget it's there?
Yeah, I mean that is true.
You don't
but
go
at the same
piss. You
time-
don't want. It is.
When it fills up, you feel it.
Oh my god, it's such bullshit. This is crazy. I cannot believe what he told me with this story. That is so wild.
Yeah.
2
I
months.
can't remember what I was saying,
2
but yeah.
fucking months.
No, yeah.
I'm just saying.
I just don't get
So
that.
again, like, as a female who predominantly uses pads, because again I have such heavy flow, I definitely know what a tampon is in, but I can understand why someone else wouldn't.
No, do you forget?
like,
do you forget?
I don't.
My body will not let me forget.
No.
I'll start labor
Do you
processes.
forget whenever you're on your cycle? No, yes or no?
No, I don't.
No,
Crazy,
but I am on
crazy,
birth
it's crazy.
control, which makes it like, so again, I'm on the ring for you females that want to try it, whatever. I tried the patch, puked all night. Couldn't do it.
I've only ever had pills.
Wasn't my thing. I tried pills. I was very depressing. Couldn't even eat properly. I was fucking miserable. Did not like pills. Would not try pills again. I tried the ring. Now I do have an organized period. Take it out on, whatever day, and I have a period a couple days after. So, it is easier for me to track my period, but I can understand for someone who is not on birth control, who has irregular periods, or who has massive periods, who just are, long-lasting for 7+ days, because I used to have periods that lasted for 7 days. Now they're only 5 days, thankfully, if I take my ring out in time.
Mine's 4 to 5, no accessories.
Dude, without birth control, I would be on there for 7 straight days. So that's 5 days of heavy bleeding, 2 days of that weird, gross black aftermath.
Are you done, or
yeah?
are you not
Am
done?
I done, or if I put a penis in me, will I bleed heavily? And usually that's how it turns out.
So for all the males that are watching, to all the females, you're badass. You do stuff we can't do. Fucking rock on.
The guys that are watching this, what the hell?
We really,
okay? Because sometimes ladies need a little bit of airtime. Sometimes they got to talk about stuff. Okay.
Wholeheartedly, we literally cannot. You really think us females like being considered crazy and emotional? No, we don't like it. It's fucking hard. It's so hard.
But y'all tend to live longer than us.
So I guess it's not that hard.
Actually, we live less longer, and scientific studies have been shown stating that women live less longer because they devote their whole life fucking taking care of other people aside from themselves, and nobody pours into them.
But hold on, let's hear this fact, and we'll take us into the first break.
Yes,
right?
Yeah.
I'm passionate.
Women tend to live longer than men. The average American man will live to age 76, according to the latest CDC figures, while the average woman in America will live to age 81, and a woman's extra years tend to be healthy ones.
They got it. Hey.
That makes
no sense. What's killing us?
Was published, okay?
These two people that carry dick and balls are what's killing us. I'm kidding.
Okay, that was from 2019. That was a study from 2019.
They try.
Okay, but there may not be anything recent, but we
Right. So what I heard is probably either misinformation or old information, so don't listen to me. Listen to what he Googled.
But either way.
Not because he's a man, but because he literally looked it up.
That women live about 5 years longer.
Right.
In the U.S.
I do believe the last few years they're at their healthiest, because I've seen some older ladies, they thrive in
babies.
baby.
Chromosomes and hormones.
I met a bitch today. I won't state her name. Sorry, Wes, for cutting you off.
You're good.
She lives in New York, which I feel like is a pretty rich state to live in. And she's talking about gardening, which means she either has a plot of land or something.
New York, but it's a shit state. Sorry.
Yeah, no, I believe you. But anyway, she had said something today, and it was funny because I got called heartless whenever I talked about how if a kid's being a jerk, you treat him like a jerk. I got called heartless for that. Yeah, I'm really drunk. She had said, in terms of picking up after us, adults who were aged 18 to 42, whatever. I don't know the age range in there. Everyone looked pretty young. But regardless, she was like, this is why I didn't want kids. I did not want to pick up after somebody. I don't want to pick up after you. I don't want to get sick because of you. That's why I didn't want kids. And I felt it was the most heartless thing you could say about kids, because kids don't intentionally mean to get sick, but they're kids. They don't know and they don't care.
Can I say this real quick about your friend or person that you know in New York saying that? Yes, that does sound kind of shitty, but in another sense, I'm kind of glad that person's like that, because I don't want that person to reproduce.
When somebody who aborts a baby,
there's plenty of
puts a baby up for adoption, or doesn't have a kid at all because of their lifestyle, they're like, I'm too poor to have a kid, or I'm too selfish to have a kid. That is the most parenting move that you can make. And I'm a physical parent. I have 2 kids. Been pregnant 5 times. Whatever. Doesn't matter.
It's 3 for the record. It's 3.
I got 2 kids that I biologically created.
3.
He created 1, so we got 3 kids jumping around here.
Yep.
If someone tells me, you know what, my lifestyle is too much for a kid, and I want to selfishly spend my money on me, or I don't want to clean up after a kid, or I don't want to deal with a kid, and they tell me they don't want kids, I think that is the most parental decision they can make because they know for a fact they cannot provide for that kid emotionally and financially as perfectly as they could. And I will literally, when someone tells me they want, I'm sorry.
We got to wrap it up.
Break. Just kidding.
Butterfly in the sky, I can go twice as high. Take a look, it's in a book, a reading rainbow.
All right, we're back from the first break. Got a little dicey at the end. We're getting passionate into it.
Get a little heat on the fire.
We want to let
happens
Pillow
sometimes.
Princess finish her thought, and then we'll move forward to whatever we move to. So go ahead and finish what you were saying.
Thank you, Josh's coworker, for bequeathing upon me a new nickname. But anyway,
Only good thing she's done.
yeah, having 2 vaginas isn't one of them.
Oh.
So sorry.
No, well, she ain't gonna watch this unless she's obsessed with J Daddy, and
all I'm
therefore
saying is
she
why
watches
are you
it
so
like
obsessed
she watches
with
that
him?
shit, and you can bleep this out if you want to or not, but she's like watching that shit, finger banging her 2 vaginas to old J Daddy.
Probably so. Probably so. Boss.
Fucking nasty.
Who knows?
Both hands.
All right, take us to the end of your thought.
Anyway, as I was saying, when people tell me they don't want to have kids, I understand because usually the reason is I have this lifestyle I want to maintain for myself. I'm pretty depressive, and when I can't spend money myself, that's pretty harsh. And if I had a kid, I'd have to spend money on them because they would need diapers or new clothes,
And it would be even more
or
harsh.
wipes, or even maybe even formula if your boobs don't work like mine. Woot woot, not fun.
That's
because
terrible.
People judge you.
Yeah.
So like I get it.
I wouldn't
I'm like,
judge you. I wouldn't judge you. That ain't something to judge somebody
That-
about. They
no,
can't
but
help
it's
the way
not-
their body works.
But it's not people like us judging other people. It's like when you're in the hospital, like the nurses judging you,
it's the nurses.
being
They
bitches.
kind of belittle you.
Especially when you're 17.
I got a thing. I got a tangent about nurses.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
All right.
Wait, let her finish up. We're
Yeah,
going
let her
to
finish up, and I'll kind of.
So again, what they were saying, I was 17, I was underage, I was having Charlie horses in both legs every night for hours, was not granted the authority to have bed rest or any of that, and it was really horrible. And then I got pregnant at 21 with my youngest, who is, very cool-ish, and I talked to the doctor about what I experienced when I was 17 with his brother. And he was like, that is medical negligence. Why the fuck didn't they do something about that? They thought it wasn't important. And, like, it sucked. But so, like, I understand people are like, yeah, I don't want kids. I gotta clean up after somebody. I gotta put all this work in somebody who is not expected to put into work into me. And, like, fuck that. They're making the best parental decision. They're being the best parent they can be, even though they're not being a parent. They're like, you know what? I'm going to be on birth control until I hit an age or I get married and I can get my tubes tied.
Like, I can't handle this right now. Not
and
doing
that
it.
is not wrong.
So
but the people that tell me I want to be a parent so bad, like I want that bond, and I want that love, and I want the desire to be needed, and I just want that. I also understand. I will literally never judge you no matter fucking what, because you think I ain't been stupid in my life? You think I made dumb decisions?
Everybody has.
Yeah.
You think
We all have.
you think I ain't misjudged somebody or misjudged a fucking like a decision? Like you think I know that? I definitely have. And people that call child services on parents who don't like each other, like his child mother, she doesn't like me, I don't like her. But if I called child services on her, I would be a cunt because there is nothing
spicy.
her child wants. Her child gets everything. Why the hell would I do that? Because I just don't like her. But people do that. And
petty
that's
as fuck.
shitty.
because people want other people to be brought
suffer.
down. So
Yeah, they want other people to feel like they're doing something wrong,
listen,
even though they're not.
Listen, so to say,
I'm done.
we're closing it up here on this topic, and we're going to say this. Look, everyone should have a child if you think that you can have one. If you don't want to have one, don't do it. That's cool. Everybody's going to be cool with it. If you want to have a kid,
If you're struggling
it.
financially,
don't
or
let,
you're struggling in your relationship and you think, oh, a kid will fix it, you're fucking ignorant, and it will not help. It won't.
So
don't do it.
So look, it was a wholesome moment for Trass. So we were trying to say, hey, make your own choice, make a great choice.
We won't judge you no matter what.
Responsible, smart decisions.
And if you want to do it, do it. If you don't be a shitbag to a kid because you're mad because you didn't want to be a parent.
But
don't take your life's frustration out on the child.
But
if you have an accidental pregnancy where maybe you were on birth control or maybe your fellow was using condoms and it resulted in a pregnancy, you're not at fault. And if you want to keep the kid and you're financially unstable, you're also not wrong. Do what you can. Reach out to the
do
people
what you want.
Do what you can. Do what you want.
Don't abuse something that shouldn't be abused, and I'll leave it at that. With it's like this: you have your own choice, but like don't abuse it.
And
that's all I'm saying.
And we're gonna move on, and Wes is gonna tell us his theory about nurses.
My tangent.
Yes.
Your tangent.
About why I don't like nurses.
Go on it.
All right,
let's go.
Here's the thing with nurses, okay? And I'm getting this canceled right here. Okay, you have the typical nurse. She's like probably in her fucking 40s, late 50s. You know, probably worked fucking nursing 30 years. She's about as wide as a carnival ship, and short as a fucking chimpanzee. I don't know. I'm just throwing out shit.
A few that stay at my work. Wow. Oops. They're in the wrong profession.
Short haircut. Go on.
Not even the short haircut, long haircut. They always wear scrubs and shit everywhere. You always see them like
even outside of work. Yeah,
you're trying to shop at your local store, and you see them there, and they're just like they look like they've had it because
that's them. That's them, man.
It's like this. They've been doing this shit for 30 years, and they deal with all kinds of people, and those people that are kind of douches to them can come off to people that like me where I'm really cool and shit, and it's like they're just constantly what the hell is that?
It's Jiminy Cricket, bro.
Oh damn, Jiminy Cricket's gonna get on here and wish me a damn.
He's rubbing his leg, baby, right there.
Hey, big boy, where Pinocchio?
Look, there you go.
He's right there. Sorry. I thought you meant he was on the table.
It was like Grasshopper.
That's like special guest Grasshopper.
Jiminy
Cricket.
All right, go ahead. Sorry.
Anyways, and what I'm getting at when I'm talking about this, and they just tend to be fucking assholes. And it's like, look, bitch, just because you've done this shit for 30 fucking years, and you had a patient that was a total cocksucker to you, and you're gonna take it on me, and especially somebody like me who will fucking like a kid, I will kick, beg, crawl, scratch, anything to get away, go to the hospital. You know what I mean? Like I don't play. I hate hospitals because they usually, like along with doctors and everybody else, for the most part, it just shit doesn't fucking work right. There's a lot of people that's taking advantage of shit, like we were talking about earlier in that different segment. You abuse shit, and therefore people like me can't get shit that they need, or they don't get the proper care that they need. And plus, it comes down to, and I know Christy will talk about this too, having insurance and being poor and shit. So you're already dealing with that. So everybody's dealing with this whole fucking fisticuffs of shit. If you're like me, just fucking.
Do you know how much it costs to test if you're ADHD as an adult out of pocket, because most places do not accept insurance? $500.
$500 fucking dollars to find out if you're ADHD.
Just to see if you're ADHD, not to see if you're bipolar, schizophrenic, depressive, manic depressive,
ADHD,
borderline personality disorder.
ADHD is not for real. It's not serious. Pay $600 to get it diagnosed. That's what they say.
But like get back on those nurses and stuff, and when I go to the hospital and shit, especially when I was younger, my big thing was when I had to go. Like when I got sick one time because I was taking some medication, and guess what? I was allergic to the medication, didn't know it.
Yep.
And
he almost died.
I almost died. So, that was like the second time or third time I've almost died. I'm like a damn cat, man. I'm working in these lives like you don't believe it.
What you up like?
I don't know, dude.
Blue-eyed bandit, same. Whatever you want to
the fucking bandit, man. The bandit's been, scratching them lives off. I'm trying to take it easy now.
Lottery ticket.
I'm trying to take it easy now. I mean, like, I've done shit that should have killed you. I've taken in, drugs in the past, which I don't do now and I'll never do. That, like, hey, if you try to smoke this drug, you will literally fucking die. Guess what? I fucking did it.
Who cares? Let's do it. It's fun.
And, it didn't fucking kill me, but maybe I had that extra life. I hit that mushroom, you know what I'm saying?
Same.
But, getting back to when I was younger stuff, so, like, when I was sick, I had, basic allergic reaction. Like, I had bumps all over me, and I was throwing up constantly, and I couldn't do anything. I was in so much pain. So, like, we go to the hospital and shit, and, like, when I say I have bumps everywhere, I mean I have bumps everywhere. So, like, 20-year-old me, I think, or no, it's like 22-year-old me maybe or something, or 24-year-old me was, like, in the hospital. I'm fucking, like, I've had so much shit I've dealt with, right? So, like, maybe I'm
Right.
taking this medication, too, to help the shit that I went through and try to fix myself. And guess fucking what? I'm dying, basically. My mom's fucking hauling ass. I'll never forget this. She was hauling ass in the truck. We had a truck like the one we have now that's broke down, but she took me, and this is back when she drove. She took me, and we were going down this highway, and fucking a cop went by. She was hauling so much ass, and luckily he just flashed her. Thank fucking God. Because if he would pulled us over and see me puking in a goddamn McDonald's cup like J Daddy did one time, which we'll get to on another video, but I think he would have probably been like, let me escort you because, you know,
Right.
I need that
This is a
hospital
medical
bad.
emergency, yeah.
I was dying, dude.
When I was pregnant with my oldest, I had a situation like that, and my mother-in-law at the time was trying to take me to the hospital, and I was puking, and I was so weak, and like I felt so bad. I'm like, I can't do it. I can't do it. I'm gonna die before I get there. So luckily, we were in Pegram, and she pulled over to the fire department in Pegram, and was like, "This is what's going on. I'm terrified for her. Can you hook her up to an IV?" They had to take my blood, this whole thing, and like.
At the fire station?
Yes, in Pegram.
Ooh.
Near, I can't remember where, but
I know where it's
They
at.
should have, like, what, EMTs, though.
Isn't it-
Yeah,
isn't it
yeah,
like,
yeah.
Isn't it like near Finches? Past Finches? Near Finches? Around that area?
maybe.
I think that's where it's at. Anyways, go ahead.
But yeah, so like they had to take my blood and like they had to test my blood sugar and shit. I didn't know that was done, so I was like freaking out. And they're like, "Look, we're just gonna prick a little hole in your finger. We're gonna take the thing. We're gonna check your blood sugar, pretty much." And obviously, they noted that like I was pretty lethargic.
You have never told me this story before.
I
Never
was-
heard this.
I was
Crazy.
It was a hot summer day, so I found I was pregnant not too long after I got married, which was in June. Not a good pregnancy. So for the first 7.5 months, I was pretty much entirely puking all the time. Very sick. Thought I was gonna die. Found out that it was because I had negative blood types. If you got negative blood type and you're with someone that probably has a positive blood type, negative blood types are rare. AB negative is the most rare.
There's a lot of information going in here.
But regardless,
Yeah.
if you have a negative
Information.
blood type and you get with someone that has a positive blood type, or even if you get with someone who has a negative blood type, if you have a negative blood type and you get pregnant, your body is going to try to eradicate that baby. It doesn't matter.
I don't want it.
Hey, I'll tell y'all this. My mom, when she had my sister and shit, she was a twin, and my sister ate the other fucking twin.
That happens more often than you think.
And I like to joke around and say that, like, the good twin got ate.
The satanic one.
Because
saved.
I was terrorized as a child by my sister. I don't mean to go off topic and shit, but, like,
No, that's
I mean, I remember there was a
accurate.
member of me, like, I don't know how old I was like 3 or 4 or 5 maybe, and she strapped me into a fucking car carrier, and then she, like, proceeded to, like, treat me like a baby or something.
Why haven't I heard this story? What the fuck is going on?
Because
All
I
these
suppressed
things
a
I
lot
don't
of
know.
fucking bad shit. You know, just like the time my
she
dad
was a
whipped
little
my ass
baby
over
girl,
spilling
and
a drink in his
she wanted-
fucking
and she wanted to be
stupid ass
nurturing.
Mustang.
Oh, hold
That
on, wait,
broke
hold
my
on.
heart.
She tortured
Wait,
me.
hold on. Hey, hold on. What did you say?
That broke
I'm
my
saying,
heart
you know, just like the
when he
time, you
told
know,
me.
my father beat the living hell out of me one night after football practice because I spilled a fucking Sonic drink in his little fucking Mustang.
And God bless Mammy.
And my mom almost
People
killed
who
him.
drive Mustangs
Hold
are
on,
small dick
hold on.
pieces of shit.
Yeah, they are. What'd you say?
What do you mean, what did I say?
What happened? Mammy did what?
Mammy almost killed him.
Yeah.
What?
Yes.
Because it was an accident. Like, imagine if
I did it on, I didn't do it on purpose. Like, I think, like, I'm trying to remember,
block
like,
that name out. I said block that out
Bleep.
twice.
we'll bleep it.
Yeah.
Bleep, bleep.
But like, it was like something like I was grabbing the drink or something, and the top came off, or it fell, or something
You
happened
were a
like that.
kid, man. It doesn't matter.
It was
happens.
it was a mistake, honestly. Like, I don't remember doing it on purpose,
Right,
and I don't really
right.
remember exactly how it happened, because all I remember is the ass whipping I got that I try to suppress from my fucking memories. But guess what? Every once in a while, it comes up and shit.
Your
you know?
father was pissed off because you made a
Oh,
mistake.
you know,
and
he should
thought that
have
wasn't good
got
enough.
mad and didn't whip my ass, but he got mad for like 5 seconds and then be like, hey, let's just clean it when we get home. You know, go home, take a shower, or before you take a shower, we'll clean the interior and I'll show you how. Be a fucking parent. No, he whips the fuck out of me, and like literally, like, we're driving down the fucking
Cocksucker.
road, I think, or something at one point, and I'm like, I'm thinking about like, just jumping out. I'm like, fuck it. Like, I got still like half my football like pants on and shit because I took my shoulder pads off and shit. Obviously, I'm not gonna ride home with that.
Don't you have like
But-
thigh?
Yeah, like thigh pads and like a
Yeah.
butt pad shit. I almost thought about just hitting off the road, but as soon as I got home, I fucking was squalling. Like as soon as the fucking car even didn't get park, I fucking ripped that door open and ran to mom so fast. And I told her exactly what happened. She's like, "Will you get in the shower?" she's seen how like crazy and frantic I was, and then I was in the shower, and then like she almost killed him, and then he came in there and he's like kissing my ass, and then like the next month or two he was like, hey, I'm your best friend, I'm your actual father, because all along, and I don't hate him for it, because I wasn't the prodigy, and I like it. I was the black sheep of his family, because he basically...
You weren't a black sheep. You were a kid who made kid mistakes.
No, here's how it was. I wasn't groomed to be the fucking prodigy that my sister was to be. I didn't like tennis, so therefore, that was strike one. No, I did like sports. Strike one was I didn't like tennis. Strike two was that I didn't really find a sport that I was really good at. Strike three was I quit football because I just wasn't... It wasn't gonna do me no good. Like if I played in high school for like freshman year and I quit because I wasn't cut out for football. I wasn't an athlete. I didn't train from a certain age to what I need to be now to even be like in my brain. Like, there's people that play football because they love playing the game, and there's people that play football because they want to go as high as they can. And in my little brain, throughout that whole process of going when I was younger and then trying to be a freshman, was like, hey, I want to get good enough to go to college. Guess what? I sucked.
But not only that, but like when you're young, and I played like little league soccer, like at the like county park. Okay, I didn't play for the school. I played for the county park, which means you're kind of the bottom feeder if you're not good enough to play for the school. But it's not just that. It's like the fact that like I didn't train from a certain age.
What? What'd you say?
I was terrible. I'll tell you this story too. One time in practice, real quick, I got locked up, and when I mean locked up, our face guards locked up, and that shit fucking hurts, by the way, especially when you try to pull it off. And like we were running the play, and that we got locked up, and I said a cuss word, and one of the coaches heard it, and like he was like, "You're doing laps after practice," and I'm like, "Fuck this, I ain't doing laps." So like practice ends, and he's like, "Hey, you gonna do them laps?" And I started doing them laps, and I'm fat and out of shape, and I got like almost all of them done, and I was running. Like each time I'd run, he's like, "Hey, stop. Take off a piece of equipment. Stop. Do this." So basically, he hated me, right? Well, he's a fucking 11th grade history teacher, and so 9th grade, that shit happens. I have a squabble with him. I have a squabble with the coach and shit, which I could talk about another day, because he ended up going to another school, I think, in the county.
Right.
Cocksucker. But anyways, he's basically just like my dad, fucking perfect version. Anyhow, moving on. So I get in 11th grade and shit. Guess what? I'm like fucking this with that motherfucker. Me and him was tight as fucking thieves, dude. He was like the best fucking, one of the best teachers I had, and like, he was like, you know what? I remember you from 9th grade, and I kind of took it out on you a little bit at the starter class, but then I shown how like much mature and grown man you are, and how like football just wasn't your thing, and how you're so interested in the subject and shit, and you are smart in it, so therefore I'm gonna like you. And that was a pretty cool moment, to have somebody that like didn't care for you probably to like, hey, he's probably one of my favorite students, I'll say.
Right.
Like, I miss it. If I ever seen him again, I'd be like, hey.
I think that, like, it wasn't just that, but it was like the fact that maybe, maybe you're like, wow, I kind of suck at this. Or maybe, like, you really tried and you're like, wow, I suck at this. And, like, this just isn't my forte.
Yeah.
And your sperm donor did not fucking appreciate that.
No.
When I was a kid, I got a bad dad. Woo, daddy issues. Wow, who'd have thought Pill Princess got daddy issues?
I got them too.
Oh my god.
All the best cowboys have daddy issues.
Way.
Yeah. My dad just really kept laying into me how I was fat and lazy because I didn't play sports. So like in 6th grade, I was 12.
But you probably weren't fat and lazy. I haven't seen you at age.
I don't think I was fat or lazy either, but I was a little chonky, I would say.
What? You're a kid. I mean, you're not sitting around like a butterball.
I cannot imagine.
If you have a little meat on your bones, you're a kid. What the fuck does it matter?
Or my ADHD kid coming to me with bad grades and me beating the fuck out. I just can't do that.
Oh, yeah.
But, like, my dad really wanted me to be in sports for some reason because that meant that I wasn't lazy. And, like,
my dad wanted to live through us.
I was good enough for him.
He did.
So
that's what he did to my sister.
Yeah, so I tried out for like little league, like ballpark type fucking soccer.
I
did that T-ball,
and I had someone from my church fund getting me into that, which costs us a fee because you got to pay for the uniform and the pictures, all kinds of shit. And for the shoes, and for the shin guards. Because you need shin guards, okay? If you think you play soccer without shin guards, either you're ignorant or you're, like, really, 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 you got really high pain tolerance, okay?
You got good legs.
Yeah.
You got good legs.
When you get hit with someone with shoes that are made for fields, which means soccer,
Cleats.
which means football, cleats, thank you, which means football, which even means baseball. You get hit with one of those?
Oh, so baseball, it's worse because in baseball, they used to, I don't know if they still do, but they do the fucking steel or the metal cleats. They can't do that in football, but they do it in fucking
Yeah.
baseball. But even in football, though, those plastic ones hurt like a motherfucker.
Yes, the rubber ones, plastic ones, whichever, they're going to hurt. I had a bruise on my shin because, again, I didn't get my shin guards in time. I had a bruise on my shin for about a month and a half of baseball, of like cleats, okay?
Well,
like, field cleats, whatever you want to say.
Well, hey.
And, like,
Hey, the consensus here is that parents. Well, I'll just say one thing before we go into the next break. Just think
they
about.
put a lot of pressure on you.
Yes, but think about this.
Some of them do.
But think about this as a parent. Like, say I wanted, my child to, be into soccer and stuff. I'm paying all them fees, man. And so then, like, when they fail, like, okay, it's a natural thing to be like, oh, I'm kind of like frustrated.
No, I
but, like,
completely agree.
You
Like,
shouldn't be an asshole to your
completely-
fucking
I
kid.
completely
My
agree.
dad wanted me to
Hey.
do sports so bad, but then every time I went for a scrimmage, which means like you're against like pretty much the same team, you're broke up in separate whatever, at least that's what they told me at the ball field, he never showed up to a practice or to a game.
Wow, that's shitty.
And eventually I was like, fuck this, fuck you, fuck everything. I'm
Yeah.
done. I got stuck on the toilet for you.
So,
Fuck you.
so it's crazy that you had a different experience than he had, but at the same time,
I mean, we can talk more on it when we come back.
Yeah, we'll come back.
yeah.
All right, let's break.
All right, bye.
Butterfly in the sky, I can go twice as high. Take a look, it's in a book, a reading rainbow.
Hi, and we're back. I really didn't say much like this last segment, especially because like I was starting to feel like a little sick to my stomach.
She's been a little queasy wheezy.
I felt like I could like possibly puke.
Same.
Which that happened last weekend, but
Same.
did not happen currently. Then I thought I had to bleep that out.
Nice.
Excuse me. So then I went inside. Didn't have to do anything. Watched a couple of TikToks. And then I grabbed me a piece of good old cornbread. Didn't you make that, my sweet husband?
Fuck yeah, I did. Only thing maybe did was put some
fucking
oil in there. I did everything.
Let's cooking. Woo, woo.
And
Well,
she put some
anyway.
salt in. No, that was the beans. My bad. I cooked the beans too.
I'm about to munch the
the
fuck
beans
out
was
after
good,
this shit,
too.
though.
Well, good, because I fucking worked
We
on them
having
bitches.
chicken tendies, cornbreads,
Well,
green
you made the
beans, and
tendies. I did
Brussels
everything
sprouts.
else. It was the Brussels. I mean,
Me and J
bleep
Daddy
that.
made them
Pillow
tendies.
Princess did the Brussels.
And
Yes.
apparently, according to Mammy, she did damn good on the Brussels. So
Oh,
yeah,
My bad. I'm sorry. Blue Eyed Bandit told me 6 minutes. I put it in there for 6 minutes, and like
I
guess
said it might need a little arm too. Sorry to cut you off.
yeah. He didn't. He was like 6 minutes. Get fucked. That's all the time. He didn't say that. He was like, I think 6 minutes. Put it in there for 6 minutes. Was sort of okay, but not really. So put
What
it
is
in
it?
Yeah.
What is
so
it?
put it in for another 6 minutes, and it was perfect.
What is it? New enemy approaches. Is that what it is?
Carry on.
Yeah.
Jess.
Challenger approaches.
Yeah, challenger approaches.
But anyway, yeah. So like some of the TikToks I watch, which I'm super excited about, and I mean, like, who knew it was gonna go this direction? But they wanted me to talk, so here I am.
Yeah, get that mic time.
Get it.
Yeah,
Damn it.
I'm getting that mic time.
Damn it,
baby.
I said get that
So,
mic time. Now, damn it, Jessica.
Thank you, Husky. Rest in peace.
We're gonna put a little RIP at the
picture.
end too. We're gonna put a little RIP in.
That's right. So one of the TikToks I
That
watched.
fat motherfucker.
I'm commenting careful.
That's right. I'm at Casa Bonita right now in hell. But Brooke sent me. Shout out to Brooke. You saw her on the last episode. That's my sister. She sent me a TikTok. The evolution. Okay, the evolution of Justin Timberlake. This motherfucker was 21 years old when Like I Love You came out. Are you kidding me? He was 22 when Rock Your Body came out? Dude, I thought he was 30. I forget just how much older
Was
he is
ScarJo in the
than
video
me.
of his? Was it ScarJo?
You know, I'm not sure. She very well could have
Like
been.
that one, like he's like that car. It's like all classic and shit. I don't know the damn song because I'm not a JT fan.
Dude, check it out. Like, let's check.
Yeah, I
the
got
interwebs
Skynet
real
at my
quick.
fingertips
Yeah.
here. I'm not fucking.
Yeah, check that out real quick because I mean it could be like I love you, but like I'm not sure.
Sorry, Chris is having a nerve crisis over here, but we're good.
Pillow Princess is having a crisis over here.
Well, damn, J Daddy, did you blow her back?
I scared down
Damn.
like the pillow princess I am, and I hurt the nerve in my back.
She said that you were talking. She was whispering to me. She was like, "You're gonna have to work that out later." Yes, I got you.
Yes,
I got
yes, guys.
I had a Charlie horse
Jay
in both
Daddy
my
is a
legs, and he
masseuse.
helped.
Skynet has provided. All hail Skynet.
Oh,
Comes
it was
Around
that one.
was released in February 7th, 2007.
What goes around
Actress
comes around.
Scarlett Johansson plays
There you
Timberlake's
go.
love interest in the video. Guess what? Who? Which one?
What did you say? Who was this love interest in the video?
Oh,
ScarJo, his
ScarJo.
hall pass.
that's where it started.
Well, isn't that his wifey? Now?
That eight-legged freaks.
Oh, so
But I was young at the time. Okay, so even though
So
she was
this
young, I was young.
This Justin Timberlake music video played a part into your love
Yes,
for
because my
ScarJo.
sister listened to it, watch it, and I would watch it, and then just be like, "Damn, that chick is as fine as a great blonde."
JT was one of my first loves. Before that, it was JTT, Jonathan Taylor
Nick
Thomas.
Carter,
Insert
Aaron
picture here.
Carter.
None of them.
Let's see.
No.
Hey, J Daddy,
JTT,
while I look mine
Home
up real quick, what
Improvement.
was your first love interest as a?
That's a good topic.
I like Jonathan Taylor Thomas's like the youngest brother, not Brad, which I think was the oldest, and there's
Brian.
I don't have an
think-
answer for that.
yes.
You can't think. You
one
can't
that
think of the
just came out, which was the
earliest
youngest.
person
Yeah,
that you found
yeah,
attractive.
yeah.
Really? Hang on, we have a crisis on our hands, guys. Josh cannot.
Gosh, I don't understand that. Like,
Who was his first?
There was so
He
many.
doesn't have one.
dude, my
Apparently.
sexual awakening was
Wait,
5.
wait. The screen. What's up with that? What does that say? Hold on, let me check that.
What does it say now?
Had a little technical difficulty there.
Technical difficulty.
We have those. We have hiccups, but we're back.
We're poor.
So we were speaking of what before the
Home Improvement.
mishap?
Home
Yeah.
What are we talking about?
JT, Nick Carter, Aaron Carter, you know.
No, we're talking about crushes.
crushes.
No, our first crushes. Okay. I will lead us off since Josh needs a time or two maybe to think of his. Mine was Jennifer Connelly, and it was in The Rocketeer. It did two things to me at that point. Okay, young Weston figured out something. One, he figured out that he liked girls, which you can like whatever you want. I'm just saying this is my personal life,
His awakening.
This is
Yes.
this is our way of saying we know that you do not pick what you're attracted to.
Exactly. So I was, attracted to females, whatever. That's just how it rolls. Anyways, so I not only found that out, but also I figured out the dark secret of my love for pinup girls. So at a young age, I liked, girls, but I also liked pinup girls. So thank you, Jennifer Connelly, for doing that.
Well, I was trying to think back about who mine was, and I'm like, when I was really young, what was I watching?
Real quick, it took me to my teenage years to figure out that what I liked was pinup.
Look, is it?
Yeah.
And if it needs to be blocked out, cool. Was it big booty black bitches? Were you into that? Josh?
Was it Ghetto Booties 9 when I was jerking and my dad walked in on me because
J Daddy's dick don't discriminate, baby.
But he's never dated a person of color. Only dated white bitches.
Anyway,
Woo, Wes, get kinky with it.
hold on a second though. So I'm
Get
saying,
it.
like I said, what did I watch?
I dated the person that they're, whatever.
What did I watch when I was a kid? I was the only thing I can really think of is like
Fucking girls go long commercials.
no.
At like 12 a.m. He's just sitting there.
It's Aliens.
Flapping it.
It's Aliens. I watched Aliens. I watched Aliens as a kid. It was like I was young, and it was like
Oh,
they
honey.
were. I called
Oh,
them
yeah,
slobber
yeah, yeah.
monsters,
You
right?
he had a
I
crush on
cannot-
Alien.
I did not have a crush on Sigourney Weaver. I cannot admit to that. So what do I say?
I mean, you didn't like that fucking
So
bush.
you like the aliens? But you won't lick a hairy cooch. I'm
Dude, he
confused.
thought about that extra mouth coming out and just hitting it,
But he won't lick fucking what'd you say to Noel at at that one grocery store that's pretty popular to most people. My girlfriend has a roast beef pussy. Is that what you said to him?
He said something about not having any roast beef, and I was like, well, she has all the roast beef, and he was like,
I was
ooh.
like, damn. And I'm like, for a second, I was kind of like, maybe I'll cheat with Noel and he can get fucked.
I
thought
mean,
that
I
was
wouldn't
him.
blame you. He's a very attractive young man.
He looks like Damien Eccles.
Does that sound weird? Like to say that? Like he looks like an attractive young man. I'm an older man. That's
I
weird.
will
You can
I will
respectfully
say
say that.
Yeah.
I will say this though because he is 19. I literally would not touch him with a fucking with a fucking 2-inch pole. I wouldn't touch him. He's a child.
Speak for yourself, because not everyone here feels the same way. Now, anyways, back to my crush as a young man. I don't know. There are so many. I mean, I don't even want to say Angelina Jolie.
I have so many crushes.
We've seen her titties so
I've
many
seen her
times.
titties so many times that, like,
Yeah.
there's the thing about men, they always want to see titties, right? But there's also a catch to that, okay? Not all men want to see titties all the time, because there's titties it's like, you just don't want to see anymore. And Angelina Jolie, no offense, but it's like, I don't want to ever see your titties again, because I've seen them so many times that they're not even that great anyways. No
Amen.
offense, but
Amen,
like,
brother.
first of all, your titties aren't great. Second of all, you have them out in every goddamn movie possibly that's rated R, so it's like, oh shit, it's a rated R Angelina, we're gonna see some fucking pancakes, baby.
Oh shit!
Get the fucking flapjack.
Oh shit! It's Maleficent. Are we Maleficent? Are we gonna see some titties? We
No.
didn't, but
Thank
we
God
we've
it's
seen
fucking-
plenty of them
Maleficent
before.
was about sexual assault, and you can get fucked for that.
I knew
It's
that was
so
coming.
good though.
Okay.
I've never seen Maleficent, but I have seen like certain things. I feel like I've said this before. Holy shit! Why have I done that before? Holy crap! But either way, I've never seen Maleficent, but I've seen like fan theories and like again about the guy that pretty
It
much
is.
cut
Damn,
off
there's a
her.
rabbit hole that I'm gonna have to go down now.
You need to watch
Can
it.
concur.
I've watched it, but I need to
Again,
research.
cut off her
You need to
Dude,
watch
it's
it.
so fucked up.
Don't we do we have it? Do we have Maleficent?
We have Disney Plus, baby.
Can we? Can we all watch it and do like a review, like old
Yeah,
style?
hell
But either way,
yeah.
I've read
I think-
fan theories about her getting her wings cut off and when she was drugged, meaning in a way that was kind
I
of
was
not
gonna say,
like
Don't
assault.
spoil it. Don't spoil it.
What I was gonna say is
So
like,
again,
could we potentially stream it? Do you think we could do it and like not get taken down? Because people do that. They do like watch parties.
Yeah, I don't see why we couldn't do a watch party
dude,
for
just like have a
Maleficent.
TV right and just like give some commentary while watching.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm
dude.
down.
And have it playing simultaneously on the Twitch.
Yes.
And we
Yeah.
could do it on YouTube as well. Maybe like record it and then throw the video up. The
Well,
VOD,
see,
whatever.
see, I was going to talk to you about that earlier about Trass Gaming, like doing it like live stream was cool. Like maybe we could do it. I got a couple for like
Can I-
YouTube.
can
if I'm yawning, I'm sorry. I
Yes,
had
we
my
could take
first
some
day
of
of
that
work
footage and
today.
put it up.
But
Yeah.
no, like I could record with this and like do the streaming, like somehow record that and then like they do like
Yeah, but you'd have to take two different footages and try to splice them together.
Right.
and
I'm not
shit.
the editor. I don't know how hard
That would
is.
be a little bit more on the difficult side than just
Right.
using a camera, unless you can hook that camera up to your streaming, if that's
Yeah.
what you're saying, and not have a separate. If
Yeah,
that's
it
on
has
the camera.
HDMI cord on it. I don't
Yeah.
know how it
I
works.
think there's probably a way that we could possibly
we could
figure that
fucking
out,
YouTube it.
though.
Obviously, we're on YouTube. We
Yeah.
could YouTube the shit and figure out a way to use that camera for streaming. But
Self-taught
here's my thing,
YouTube.
though, dude. I really want to bust it out, but I guess I'll bust it out because I don't know what's going to happen. But gaming in the garage.
Yeah.
Put that fucking switch in that bitch with that projector, and let's see what happens with Mario Party, baby.
We got to get some
Yeah,
Wii cords too because
yeah.
I really
but we have a
want to
Switch though,
dance.
and a PlayStation, and an Xbox. We have,
Yeah.
All of them.
We just need Wii shit, and we get the Wii back. But we could fucking stream with the fucking Switch and
Right.
shit
That would be dope.
dancing
on a big ass
karaoke.
fucking like on a big ass screen,
Dancing
dude.
in
Like
the
it's
garage.
like I gotta set up the projector and shit. Oh, it's gonna be tits, man.
Dude, get some fucking rock band and like get some karaoke
I
going.
have
when you
rock
do
band.
Yeah,
that.
we can do that. We just need the Wii cords.
As long
We're
as I
just
gotta
broke as
watch
hell.
it, because I'll get motion sickness.
You don't have to watch. You can sit off to the side. And
I
just
You
got
kinda
ain't got
chill.
to watch it to sing, baby.
We got Rock Band, Guitar Hero, and then we've got like Disney Sing It, like movies and
I will
Disney
not be
Channel.
fucking participating in that fucking bullshit.
Bitch, I have Michael Jackson, and I will.
I was about to say we also have Michael,
everyone's
but he's on a
ass.
dresser and he's ashes.
If we're talking
Yeah.
about fascists, and like talking about Walt Disney, we could talk about other stuff.
Sure. Like what?
Your mom's
I mean, you brought it up, Josh.
I mean, so what if Walt
Speak
Disney was
on
a
it.
N-word?
and your mom's pussy.
Yeah.
A Nazi.
I did not see that coming.
Block
Nazi.
that out.
We don't have to bleep out. We can bleep this out. Fuck. There, bleep that out.
You'll never know.
Future self, bleep that out, you sly-looking bandit mother trucker.
What is the game we play?
Jive turkey.
But we're gonna cut it off here. We'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.